have returned once again today to actually deliver a stream of Orb on the Movements of the Earth, the anime series. On the Movements of the Earth, the anime series. God, I think I sound less nasally today, at least. So yeah, today we actually watched episode 3 of Orb. I was going to say episode 2 then, because technically we had 2-episode premiere, so it kind of fucked my brain up a little bit. But yeah, episode 3, which I'm guessing might end volume 1. So if it does end volume 1, we are in for Kino. Is the overarching word and the feeling of the day. Shall be Kino. Which actually then, I guess episode 4 will lead into arc 2. And even more Kino. And subsequently more Kino. Until the Kino's all taken up by this one anime series, because it's just that good. So yeah, I mean, overall, episode 1 and 2 were a great introduction to the whole entire world. There was a bit more visual storytelling in the anime series that actually did heighten certain parts of the actual overall thing, which I actually did quite like a lot. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see how they adapt this section of the series, because this one is like a major turning point, so to speak, pardon the pun, for the entire series. And yeah, I mean, also, it's just gonna be so fucking good. Just can't wait. It's one of those, oh shit, this is gonna be like the one. I hope. Good lord, because this show is criminally underwatched. Like, goddamn. Alright, so streaming. Come by and get comfy as we watch some more Orb. I still just don't understand how, like, how criminally underwatched this show actually is. Like, it's borderlining on being like, what the fuck is everyone watching this season, not watching this? Like, goddamn, I know it's about, you know, the orbs and shit, but, you know, just be open-minded and watch. Rafal is, I mean, you read the manga, but still, he's open-minded. He understood the whole thing, and he's like, yeah, I'm part of that shit now, bro. So we got to be a part. We got to hop on peak, bro. We got to hop on peak. So anyway, start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing absolutely now. Because I don't actually have no idea what the ground is on audio. Granted, what I've learned is that it just it depends. It just depends on the day of the week, really. It's orbing time, bro. We're pondering that orb. We're on it. We're on this shit, pondering that shit, man. Have I ever pondered this much in my life? I don't think we've ever orbed so hard in our lives than we were actually watching the show. We're orbing. I legit cannot believe Rafal actually went and said it's orbing time. Like, I can't believe it. Just straight up, just said it in front of everyone. I love how they just, like, you can't hate Nowak, though. It's impossible. He's just so goddamn cool. He's so chill. I mean, a dude who just does some evil shit, he's pretty chill. Which is kind of weird. Oh shit, man. Bro be using those words, though. Bro orb too hard. He almost orbed too hard just then. It's a mistake. That's a rookie mistake. Noak's not about that orb in life. That's the problem. Bro. Does he now? Does he? He does know. He knows nothing about the Orbin. But yeah, I mean, it's just so goddamn weird to me how like underrated this show. I mean, don't get me wrong, like 3 episodes in, but having read like 2 volumes of the manga now, I think it's one of those things that I just kind of want more people to watch it. I feel like we're the only people that just like spearheading this whole entire movement. We're like the heliocentrists in this whole entire show. We're just like we're trying to get we're trying to get everyone on this shit, and everyone's like, nah, bruh, I'm about that dandadan shit. I'm like, nah, shit, man, you gotta get on this. You gotta hop on peak. It's just like I don't get it. It's just it's got astronomy in it. Who doesn't like the stars? It's got tension up the wazoo. It's so good, and no one's watching it. And also, we got more episodes to actually get best bro. But alas, I can wait. I just kind of hope that by some fluke, I don't know, that maybe word of mouth gets around, and by episode like 3 or 4, it might start picking up a little bit more. So because it's just like, why? It's got my favorite band in it as well, doing the opening. Like, god damn it! Like, come on. It's just it has everything, man. Madhouse's dropping peak and no one's watching it. I know how everyone feels about Transformers 1 now. The same things apply with that film as well. Potocki's like, I'm sorry, father, but I gotta go back to the old me. Uh-oh. Noak's got like the ability to just appear out of fucking nowhere. Like he just like pops into existence. So why's the sun like? The sun's just like. You seeing that shit as well? Talk about heliocentrism. The sun just like right behind me as well. Oh shit. I do actually kind of like the use of light in this show as well. It's quite well done. Like, it's not anything out of the ordinary, but it utilizes like the lack of very well. they also kind of like that it does always just reinforce that, by the way, if you do this shit, you're kind of fucked. It does always heighten that sense of tension that if found out, you're fucked, basically. It's almost a race against time, and also just being the most stealthiest bitch in the world. Oh shit. It's like, nah, man. He's not on that shit, bro. What are you on about? Rafal being a heretic? Bro's just like, what the fuck have I done? Some direction choice is actually quite interesting as well. Like the idea of actually not showing his face when he says, "Of course I won't," as well. Sort of heightens that idea of that, like, whether or not you can't really trust Noak anyway, because Suda Ken's taught me one thing is you don't trust his characters at all. But it still heightens that idea that you just don't know whether or not he's actually telling the truth, or not you won't execute him. Who knows? That's the thing, you don't. I mean, his methods of doing shit is pretty persuasive. Pototsuki is like, I just have an ordinary day, and bro just brought that shit in here. Like, well, bruh. Yeah, but you can't just bring out the ASMR voice. You're trying to explain torturing people, alright? I feel like Suda Ken's the wrong person to put for this kind of character, because you're like, I meant to hate him. Got a pretty good voice, though. Dude's still got some morale left in him. Even that shot there was quite cool as well. I sort of also think after reading Volume 2, it sort of changed perception actually how you see this scene as well. A little bit in the with which is with what's said in episode in Volume 2. God, good luck, can't say words today. Jesus Christ. Nah, bro's going Green Goblin mode. bro ain't a part of that shit. He's going Green Goblin mode. Hey, hey, hey. It would have been a funny. It would have been a funny outcome if he actually did, in theory, poison Noak as well, and just killed him at the same time. He really should have, to be honest. Like, it would have been the most baller move ever. Just try to just murder him too. I probably just starts fucking busting out Socrates right at the end as well. Oh, it's so cool. He already is the GOAT, so to speak. Do you actually kind of like the added idea of his handshaking as well? I thought that's actually quite an interesting addition. It's the idea that he's strong. He doesn't want to give up on everything he believes in, and actually has that inspiration still carrying on. But there is that still fear of, like, giving up your own life for it, essentially. Oh, it's peak. It's peak. Oh, oh, oh. Best boy is here. Best boy is here, which means we're one step closer to actually getting also other best boy as well. Yeah, so they added a few more things here and there to the episode over the chapter as well, but it was still really well done. Like, the whole entire episode was just it's one of those things that reading the entire manga volume, just like, this is, my mind's like getting absolutely just shattered for how good this shit is, and it still is amazing in the show. Again, I like the additions here and there. The idea of his handshaking was a nice addition to it, because even at the end of it all, you still do fear death. You still fear the idea of, like, your life going away. But at the same time, it's not as if his life is meaningless. His life continues on in this idea of inspiration, inspiring others. And like he says to Noak, like, you can't get rid of us, but it's always gonna be there. It just keeps on going and going and going until, I guess, whether or not geocentrism gets wiped out completely. But it's actually quite interesting is that idea that they're fighting a losing battle effectively. It's a continuous cycle that more people will arrive that believe in the same thing, and it's gonna just be like, what the fuck do we do now, guys? We're stuck with everyone just believing in heliocentrism. And I kind of like that because again, it's one of those things that yeah, Rafal died young, but he didn't die. He didn't utilize those years in a wasteful manner. He utilized those years to actually inspire others, and that kind of makes it all worth it in the end, really. It's one of those things that it does really add a lot more to the whole entire arc. It's one of those things that if it wouldn't have hit as much if nothing had happened effectively. If it was just like, oh, he believes in this and just kind of quits it, it wouldn't have had the same impact. But he continues on and actually believes in it until the very end. And even having that shot where the actual moonlight kind of comes in at the end was actually a really well done shot. And then also subsequently, him like getting him being killed with the actual moonlight above him as well really adds to the whole entire meaning behind it all. And I kind of like it. I feel like, again, it's one of those things that the show is criminally underrated for what it's done in 3 episodes. It's done more than what most shows can accomplish in 25. Because there was there was a start, there was a build-up, there was a conflict, there was a development. There's also subsequently technically a resolution, even though it's a depressing one, but it sort of kind of has that centralized feeling of hope. I mean, it'll be explored more in Arc 2 because Arc 2 sort of delves more into the idea of like being content with your life, and also subsequently the idea of finding hope. Because again, hope is one of those major things that the show does in theory allude to. And having read Arc 2 now, going back to Arc 1 and watching it, you do kind of see the idea that Ralph actually is content. He's content. That's the major thing. He doesn't die He doesn't die sad. The idea of actually where he was saying about him giving it all up and actually just throwing in the towel before he actually says fuck it. I'm going beast mode. That whole entire shot was really well done because it kind of had the idea of him warping his own perspective. I think because the idea of the camera going to a fisheye shot, but then repeating it at the end, but not actually, doing the fisheye shot because his mind's clear, because he knows what he wants, he knows what he believes in, he will not give up, and I kind of like that. But again, it's show don't tell. It's shit you don't see very often. It's kind of really well done, this show. And again, like I said beforehand, what this show accomplishes in 3 episodes is astounding in a way, because again, if this was the whole series, it was already a peak series as is. Like, it was amazingly done, but then it continues on and it even gets even better. And somehow, I don't even know how the dude even just came out of fucking nowhere and just dropped this shit and left. He dropped peak and went, you know what, fuck it, boys, I'm done here. And actually, he still continues on, but still, he dropped peak and just like does not elaborate, he just fucking leaves. And it's amazing. And yeah, I even like the rising tension as well in the episode itself. It's one of those things that it's done very well. And again, I hope that by some fluke, episode 3 does give more people inclination, is that the word? To actually check the show out, because again, this show is fantastic. Even also read the manga as well, because the manga is actually fantastic as well. The artwork's amazing. And now we're heading into Best Boy arc, so I can't fucking wait to see what else this show does do. This show is fucking incredible. The manga actually is even better somehow. And yeah, more people should watch it. Madhouse developing peak out of fucking nowhere all the time now. What is going on? It's just 10 years ago I would have called you a madman, but no, we're back with peak Madhouse. So yeah, that is me done for today. So as always, you actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, and as always, do follow on Twitch. It does help quite a bit. If you have then enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube as well, and then as always, leave a like on YouTube as well, leave a sub as well. Both do help quite a lot. If you have then enjoyed the entire stream as a whole on YouTube, and as always, do follow me on Twitter as well. Helps quite a bit. Also, actually will then know when these streams are live and any other streams I may do as well. So until next episode 4 of Orb. Until then, my headphones are falling off. I will see you guys then. Bye for now.